So in this tutorial, I'm going to talk about Git Interactive staging. So let us proceed with an example. So right now, in my tutorial directory, I already have one commit, which is welcome to test.txt. So I have a file called test.txt file. So I'm going to make some local changes, and then I'm going to perform interactive staging. So right now, I'm going to modify test.txt file. Let us add 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so right now we have 3 lines of text in a test.txt file. If you do git status, you see that the changes in the test.txt file in our local directory. So right now, usually what we will do in order to add it into the staging area is that we will do a git add with the name of test.txt. You do it this way. But today, I'm going to show you interactive staging. So you just need to put -I, which stands for interactive. So let's do it. Okay, right now on the top over here, we have stage, unstage, and path. Okay, so path means that this is a path where we have our local changes. So test.txt is file. It has changes in the unstaged area. So since we have 3 lines of text, so it's showing +3 with -0, which means that we didn't remove anything. And in the stage here, it's showing unchanged. It means that we don't have any changes in the staging area. We only have one file which has changes. That's why we can only see one here. Okay, so let's come down to the below over here in the command section. Actually, we have 8 options to choose. So the first one is the status. Okay, it's actually just similar to, for example, when you type git status in the git bash, right? When you type git status, it's actually just similar to this, the first one. So I'm going to type 1 to choose the status option. So let's press 1. So we can see that it's showing us the same thing over here: stage, unstage, and path. Okay, what we have in the unstaged area and what we have in the stage area. Okay, so the second one right now is the update. So this update will allow you to add your test.txt file to the staging area. So let's do it too. Press enter. And right now, in order to choose, right now it's asking you which file you want to do the update. So I'm going to press 1 to choose the first one. So let's press enter. So to press enter again to confirm, so you can see that after you press 1, right, it's actually showing you a star over here. So let us press enter. So right now, if we do status, press 1, we can see that your test.txt file, initially, you have changes in your unstaged area. Right now, it's actually moving your changes to the staging area because you have just chosen the update option. Okay, so right now, let's say I want to revert back the changes from the staging area to the unstaged area. What I can do is that I can press 3 to revert. Okay, so right now press 1 to proceed, and then press enter again to confirm. So if you do status right now, you will see that your changes is moving from the staging area right now back to the unstaged area. So this is how you do a revert. And for the option 4, it's actually used to add your untracked file. If you have untracked file in your working directory, you can add into staging area by typing the option 4. Okay, so you can try it out yourself. So right now I'm going to show you the most important one, which is patch. And so this patch allows you to add just a chunk of code to the staging area instead of adding the whole file. Okay, so let's say right now we have 3 lines of changes, right? I can only choose to add 2 lines of changes into the staging area and left the third line in our unstaged area. Okay, so that let's say you want to have first line and second line to have one commit, and you want the third line to have a different commit, you can separate out using this patch option. So let's proceed with that. I'm going to press 5 choose, and then press the first one to do a patch update. So press enter to confirm. So right now it's showing us that we have 3 lines of changes. You can see the option by typing the question mark. Press enter. So it's showing us that Y is actually staging this whole thing, and N is not to stage. And what we want to do is that we want to type E to edit the current changes. Okay, let's press E. So right now we want 1 and 2 in the staging area, and we don't want 3 to be in the staging area. So what we can do now is remove the positive sign at the front of the 3. After that, over here at the end, you have to add a space. Otherwise, it's going to give you some error. But this is for me. Maybe you can try it out. So I'm going to press escape key and then :WQ. So right now, if I'm quit, and then if I do git status, you will see that 1 and 2 right now is in the staging area, and then 3 is in the unstaged area. Okay, so this is how you separate it. So right now, since you have something in your staging area, you can commit it 1, 2. Okay, so right now I'm going to do a git add again. So let's try out number 6 option. So if you do 6 right now, it's actually not showing you anything. So you can see that 6 is actually showing you what is in the staging area, div, and it is saying that review div. So let us try and press 1, and then you see it's actually showing you what is in the staging area. Okay, so you can use div to actually review what is in the staging area before you commit your changes. Okay, so this is how you use the interactive staging. So right now I'm going to show you another shortcut. So let us reset these changes first. Okay, so one of the shortcuts to do the patch interactive staging, you can do a git add -e straight away instead of git add -i and then choose the option. This will bring you to the patch directly. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial.